I have been pretty busy this week when it comes to garden stuff because it's the last week of school for our oldest. And that means this weekend starts the fun stuff, summer vacation. And really what I wanted was to make sure that when it hit Friday, I wouldn't have a bunch of work to do this weekend, so that we could kind of do some fun stuff to kind of celebrate, you know, summer break starting, happening. And you know, you just got to make sure you do some fun things out there. Trying to just go out there with hands full of seeds because I don't know when that rain's gonna come. I don't want to get a bunch of seed packs wet. So now it's like, okay, which one is which? Which one is which? So you guys remember how I had terrible groundhog problems last year? I've been trying this new thing where I pull some mint out of that ginormous freaking mint patch that grew. I didn't even plant any of that. It's so annoying, but I've been trying to pull it little handfuls at a time. And what I've been doing is throwing it right along this fence right here where they used to come in. Because I read they don't like the smell of it. And as much as I don't need even more mint just kind of growing wild, I wouldn't mind if some of this mint kind of planted and rooted itself and grew all along that fence if it acted like a really good border for keeping things like that groundhog out, or possibly other mosquitoes, things like that that don't like that smell. So it could be good. We'll find out later. So one of the other things I gotta do before the weekend, so I can make sure that I have as much time available for the kids, is I gotta get over here and I gotta work on this hive. You can kind of see my mess going on back there. I started weeding. The weeds got a little bit crazy, and there's a grapevine that grows back there. And I gotta cut that thing down and get rid of it. But we gotta do hive inspection. They're probably about ready for a new box. Ooh, I just saw some lightning. Yeah! They've been going crazy though. They're doing really good. I know I haven't showed them yet. Just been busy. I've been getting in there, and when I get in there I just kind of get my work done and get out of there. You know, once you start doing a bunch of this stuff, like before I was doing a lot of like, oh, I really want to do this and I really want to do that. Now I'm actually doing it, and I tell you what, man, it takes up a lot of time. So you know, it's a lot harder to make videos when you're actually doing this stuff. You got all the stuff planted, you got all this thing going on, you got the bees to take care of, I got, you know, microgreens I'm doing down in the basement, and now I got the community garden. We just started planning that out. We'll have to do a video on that too. But yeah, now that I'm doing all the stuff that I've been wanting to do for a long time, I'm finding that, you know, actually doing all that stuff, it takes up a lot of time. You know what, but it's really time well spent because I love every bit of the stuff I have going on now. The bees are awesome. The worms, man, the worms are doing great. They're taking off like nuts, and they just have been composting down so many food scraps in the house. It's absolutely insane. So I actually want to split them and set them up outside now that it's warmer. We can do some outside. I'm thinking a couple bins outside somewhere. Ugh. Ay caramba. Wee. You know, the one time of the year it's not fun to be a beekeeper, it's when it's like 100 degrees outside. Yeah, I just did like a quick little check in the hive, and I pulled up a bunch of the weeds that were around them, just so I can get a better inspection tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to knock some of the stuff off that top box, and like I said, make sure all those weeds are out of there because I want to get in there and do a real good thorough thorough check before our weekend. We're going to try to have nothing but fun and relaxation. So yeah, it looks a ton better. I still want to do like a little better job in the front there, and I'll probably end up putting some more wood chips down to try to repress more of these weeds in here, because I don't want my poor bees to have to fight the weeds to get into their hive. And then I filled up the water back there because I noticed a lot of it was gone. You know, it's been so hot, it's hard to hold rain. And yeah, the bees are looking great though, man. They're doing a really good job. They're up on their honey super there. I put that on, it was like a week and a half ago, and yeah, they're doing pretty good on that now. So I can't wait to do a really good, thorough inspection tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler tomorrow, and we'll jump in there and take a look at them, make sure everything's good. Like I said, I just want to make sure they're set for the weekend, because I want to try to avoid checking out on this weekend, and hopefully the temperatures drop a little bit. We can actually do another inspection in another couple weeks. but they seem to be coming along just great. So much better than my experience last year. You know, I had like a swarm, I had all sorts of different problems. I had bees that died like crazy in the beginning of the year because it got really cold. This year they have just been busy working, and they've been doing great. They're thriving. I mean, it's incredible the difference from this year to last year. You see a lot of these weeds are finally looking like they're getting out of here. The wife came through yesterday and she did some hula hoeing in here. Hula hoeing is such a great exercise. I tell you what, it takes a lot of arm strength to get that thing going. All right, so what I actually came out here for was some bok choy for dinner tonight. Oh yeah, this is my first year. This is my first year actually having some decent bok choy, and it's one of my wife's favorite things. She likes Asian inspired dishes, so that's what we're making tonight, man. We're making a little stir fry for dinner. Check that out. Decent little bundle of bok choy right there. Whew. I had to do a wardrobe change because I had that suit on for like 20 minutes outside and it's freaking hot. And you know, chubby people like myself in heat, we don't jive that well. We sweat a little bit more than some of you other people. All right. Look at that crazy lion's mane mushroom. Kind of ran away on me a little bit there, but we're gonna pull this and we're gonna cut a new slat and try to get a secondary spot going. I'll try to move this. Look how freaking awesome that is. Such a cool looking mushroom. All right, before I cook it up, let's do a little taste test. That's pretty good. It's really weird because it's got like that stringy stuff on it, so it's got like a different texture than most mushrooms, but super good. Dinner from the basement and backyard today. We have had quite the busy week getting everything ready so that we can have a fun-filled, family-filled weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it because I could use a little bit of a break. I tell you, we're working really hard.
You doing, Phil? Some toothbrush.
You got one for Sissy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Hey, the strawberries only go in the kitchen.
Well, don't put them in there. You gotta take them inside so Sissy can enjoy it. Don't use that kitchen. It'll get all dirty.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all I got for you guys. Remember to be bold and grow bold, and as always, I'll see you in that very next video. Peace. I'm out.